Hi, welcome to a new episode of ePhilosophy. In today's episode, we will be covering the concept of morality from the perspective of the famous philosophers John Rawls and Plato. Thanks to a scientist, Mario Mayor, and his new recent invention, the travel time machine, ePhilosophy staff had the chance to travel back in time and interview these well-known men. Hi, here we are at Plato's house. Thank you, Plato, for receiving us in your humble beach house. How has life been treating you?
Well, everything's quite perfect here. I can't complain.
Nice. So, can you tell us about morality from your perspective?
Well, morality is all about what's good for us. To be moral, we must pursue our self-interest. I consider that the Republic, by itself, is naturally governed by the contractarian account. What I mean by this is that the human society and the state are the result of an agreement between men, without any natural or divine origin. It is essential to ensure for one's own interest, and in certain situations, it is more rational to forego one's own interest than to behave in a straightforwardly rational way.
I am quite confused. Can you give me an example of this?
Of course I can. I can further exemplify my theory by explaining an everyday situation. Imagine a young man, Peter, walking through an alley and running into two men. One is being mugged by the other. Peter is in a very uncomfortably and awkward position.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah!
What the hell? Give me your back. Give me your back.
Oh my gosh!
Help! 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 Please help me, someone!
Oh no, what is going on? This poor man is being mugged. What should I do? Should I help him? I could get seriously injured. He has a knife. Besides, I barely know this guy. Should I go? I should go back to my fortress. This is none of my business.
Oh, I think I understand. Peter prefers to ignore the situation than to get involved and endanger his own welfare.
Yes, pursuing one's actual self-interest never conflicts with the demands of morality, since it is more rational to pursue one's real than one's apparent. Self-interest, rationality, and morality do not conflict. It is rational to be moral. Woo!
Hi, here we are with the famous philosopher John Rawls and his daughter.
Say hi, Jenny.
Oh, she's so cute. Well, could you explain us your principles of morality?
Well, the first principle that we have to take into account is that each individual has the right to the most eccentric basic liberty that is compatible with the same liberty for others. This is regulated throughout certain rules society determines. This is called the social contract.
Interesting. Could you further explain the social contract?
Of course, well, in other words, the social contract asserts that individuals unite into political societies by a process of mutual consent, agreeing to obey by common rules and accept corresponding duties to protect themselves and the one another from violence and other kinds of harm.
I see. So, I've heard about something called the prisoner's dilemma. Does it relate with your perspective of morality?
Yes, but well, as my time is limited, I will assume everybody watching the show knows what the prisoner's dilemma is. Basically, the concept of prisoner's dilemma states that it is better to think and act as a group than as an individual. For example, if I was to act on my own benefit, I would immediately betray the other person to seek the minimum sentence, but I would also risk getting a considerable sentence if the other person does the same. If I was to act considering or according to a social contract, I would take into account the second person's situation and his well-being, and would remain silent, assuming he would do the same thing, getting a reduced sentence. But for this to work, cooperation is needed. This is why it is called a contract.
Could you give me an everyday situation in which your perspective of morality could be understood?
Let me think about one. Well, imagine a person, Benjamin, is walking by the street and drops his wallet, and the other person, Mario and Peter, finds it.
Look, Peter! Whoa, a wallet. Ooh, does it have an ID?
Yes, it belongs to Benjamin Max Gordon Samuel.
We should give back to him.
But look all the things we could buy with this.
Look, imagine if it was yours.
Oh, we should return it.
Yes, we should give it back.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, so Juanito returns the wallet because of the social contract?
Yes, of course, because he would like the same thing done to him.
Yes, because if the situation had been the other way around, he would have appreciated if the other person would have returned it, right?
Exactly.
Oh. So what can we conclude about these two perspectives about morality? Even though both perspectives have different aims to explain morality, if you think about it, they are related. Why is this so? Because each individual follows a social contract for its own self-interest. This idea can be seen from two different points of view. The first one is that we follow a social contract in order to be accepted in society. Because if you're not part of the social contract, you're immediately excluded from the society and considered a social outcast. And if you're a social outcast, you are treated like one and no moral behavior would be applied to you. The second point of view is that we follow the social contract seeking personal profit, since participating in it benefits our own welfare. In the end, the only reason why you agree to a social contract is because you accept to be treated the same way you treat others. So, you treat others in a fair way, expecting to receive something in exchange. At the end, it all comes to the same concept, self-interest. The social contract is a smarter way of self-interest. ¿Está grabando?
Look, Peter. Want to back to see? I don't know. Should we call the cops?
Maybe. Or not.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Whoa. Also has a...
Ya, ahora apartan.
Oh, there's a wallet!
But there's a lot of money here.
So what can we conclude about these two perspectives about morality? Even though perspectives...
Vamos a cortar el pasto, no había cachado.